Coming up today on Tech Link Daily, Photoshop Creative Cloud has been pirated in one day. Samsung comes out with a new Android/Windows 8 combined tablet experience, and Instagram now has video features. All of those stories and more coming up right now. What's up, guys? My name is Craig Miller, and this is Tech Link Daily, your #1 source for all of the daily hottest tech news. I'm getting Google Glass this weekend. It is going to be an exciting experience flying down to Mountain View tomorrow, so there will be a very early live TLD recording. It will be at noon Pacific time, so tune into our YouTube channel at noon Pacific to check that out. And then after that, I will shortly have to be getting onto a plane to go down there. So that should be very exciting. Hopefully you guys will enjoy all of that stuff. Be sure to check out all of my vlogs, youtube.com/vlogcreighton, where I will be vlogging my experience. Hopefully Google will let me vlog what I'm actually doing when they're trying on Google Glass for the first time. Well, actually, it will be my second time because I tried it on already, but you get the picture, right? We'll try to do all of that and more, but let's get started with today's top tech news. The top story today has to be from Facebook, which actually really it's Instagram, because Instagram now has new features from the official Instagram blog introducing video on Instagram. What now looks to be a fresh competitor for Vine, which is Twitter's brainchild of short 10-second videos. Instagram now has that feature with their, 15-second videos. Their application at the announcement today now has the features. You can get it on iOS and Android right now by taking 15-second videos. Works just like Vine, where you can press the record button for a certain amount of time, release, set up for another shot, do another couple of seconds, all up to 15 seconds long. They also added 13 new filters to Instagram, so go have fun, download the application, link down below for all that fun stuff. Definitely interesting. It is a direct competitor with Vine, like I said, so we'll see how that works out with its much larger base of users and see, which service really competes and will win against each other. Oh, and before we get into our next story, I gotta let you guys know we did a full hands-on video with the new Instagram with all the new filters plus the new video features. So go check out that video in our YouTube channel. It will be linked down below in an annotation somewhere in this video, so go check that out for our full hands-on of Instagram. Now, we can go into our next story. If you thought that Microsoft couldn't learn from their mistake just yet, it looks like they're partnering up with Samsung to create a whole new Ativ line, which will be a combination of personal computers, tablets, and laptops, all running the Windows 8 experience from Samsung. So, from the official CNET blog, Samsung goes big with Windows 8 powered Ativ line. So like I said, Windows has partnered up with Samsung to make this brand new Ativ line that boots dual OSs into Android or Windows 8. This looks to be the pure Windows 8 experience, not RTM. Sorry, not RTM, it's, RT, that's what it is. So who knows? This could be a good sign for Windows because Samsung is such a huge brand in the market. But then again, if you're dual booting between Android and Windows, I would think that most people would boot from Android because it is a tablet experience, a much better tablet experience than I think Windows 8 does prove to have. So these tablets will range in sizes, have solid state drives, micro SD card slots, be very, very light. I'm looking at all of these statistics here. They have got laptops with 13-inch displays, tablets with 10-inch displays. So they have a whole line of these, and you can go check out that blog post to see what Samsung will be bringing out into the market with its Windows 8 partner. Now, I've neglected to mention this because it wasn't too big of news, but Adobe has started transferring its CS6 line into the CC line, which CC stands for Creative Cloud. So now their products are all named Photoshop Creative Cloud, Premiere Pro Creative Cloud, stuff like that. Well, it's been pirated already, even though their all online method has tried to get all of that pirating off. It seems like somebody has pirated day one from the F-Stoppers blog. Adobe Photoshop CC has already been pirated in just one day. So quick side note before I get more into this article, I am using Premiere Pro Creative Cloud to edit this very video. This very video will be the first one that I use to edit within Creative Cloud. So if there's any hiccups, stuff like that in this video, it's probably because I'm still getting used to the new Creative Cloud lineup. I looked at it last night. It is pretty interesting. So definitely will have an interesting experience with that. But it's been pirated in one day, and Adobe has, tried to, get rid of these pirates, because Photoshop is a very, very popular program that gets pirated. I, of course, pay for it because I do make money off of it, and if you do make money off of any programs that you make pirate, you should probably buy it because, you're using it for monetary compensation. Anyways, it seems like someone has gotten around its requirement to contact Adobe servers every 30 days to reactivate itself. So it's kind of interesting and shows that even stuff that you try to make hacker-free can get hacked. So there you go. I'm not condoning you to go pirate Creative Cloud, but there you go. If you've gotten the chance to interview with Google, you'll know that they ask you some pretty quirky questions. And in this article from Quartz, Google admits those infamous brain teasers were completely useless for hiring. How much should you charge to wash all the windows in Seattle? Design an evacuation plan for San Francisco. How many times a day does a clock's hands overlap? A man pushes his car to a hotel and lost his fortune. What happened? You are shrunk to the height of a nickel, and your mass is proportionally reduced so as to maintain your original density. You are then thrown into an empty glass blender. The blades will start moving in 60 seconds. What do you do? Questions like those and more are brain teasers that Google will throw at you in an interview to test your responses. Well, some people have figured out that those questions are kind of just there to be there. They have nothing to do with your interview experience overall, and they're kind of fun and quirky to kind of think about. But that's kind of cool. Google throws those quirky questions in there because I have been in job interviews where they're like, so what is this and how do you feel about this? They've been very boring, but Google has a different approach of it, giving you some fun brain teaser type questions. Kind of cool, right? So if you ever get an interview with Google, be sure to check out those questions and more. Check out more in this article to learn about all of those questions plus more that Google uses when hiring people. And our last story of the day is quite serious. It involves a class action lawsuit from the consumerist. Cable customers don't like sports, file class action lawsuit. I'll try my best to explain this lawsuit in a small package to digest. So here you go. In the past couple of years, Time Warner Cable in Southern California has paid a lot of money for the rights to the Dodgers baseball games and the Lakers baseball games, $8 billion and $3 billion. But the people who don't really watch sports, who have to have these packages in their TV plans, feel like they're getting extorted for money because they have to basically pay up that cost that Time Warner has paid to carry these exclusive channels. They're claiming that over a year they're paying $100 more per month for carrying these channels that they don't even want to subscribe to, but they're forced to subscribe to, so they're bringing this class action lawsuit against them to say, well, we want our ability to pick the games that we want to pick. People want to watch sports, hey, let's pay for those sports channels. People who don't want to watch sports, I don't want to pay for that. If all of the TV industry was a a la carte option where you could pick and choose the channels that you want, I think we'd get tons of more customers in there because, you might watch something from one network or watch something from a couple of networks, but then leave like 80% of your other channels behind. Now, in the past, some of this has not been the problems of the cable companies, but of the companies that are selling these cable programs to the cable companies. They usually will package the most popular channels with their least popular channels so that the cable companies that pay for those premium channels also have to get those lesser known, kind of not very much watched channels along with them, which then they have to force to jack up the price to pay for those extra channels. So then again, it's this whole problem in and of itself between the cable companies, the people who sell shows to the cable companies, all of that sorts of stuff, rattling in a ball. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense. So if you're in Southern California and you paid too much for this, let these people know, because they're trying to fight for your ability not to pay so much for TV cable. That about does it for today's stories. Let's get into the question of the day. Now, today's question of the day is super simple, and that is, would you get a Windows 8 tablet? And I'm talking right now in the market of those new Samsung Ativ tablets that were just announced. Would you get one of those that dual boots between Android and Windows 8? I say no, not really, because when you have a dual experience, well, then you're kind of, splitting your brain, splitting all of your processes into two things. I like one platform that provides one experience, that provides a great experience, and a tablet optimized experience. Am I holding this up? That's not a sign, right? I hope that's not a sign. Anyways, I wouldn't get one just for the fact that they're splitting up that experience into two different things. I like one experience that provides one great overall UI and UX. Again, not a sign whatsoever. So there you guys go. That was your question today. Leave your comments down below. Be sure to follow us on our social media profiles, Facebook, Twitter, Google+, all under the username of LogicLounge. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, all you guys do to help us out along the way. I've got to go get packed for a trip. I will see you guys Tuesday. Well, after the live video on Friday, I will see you guys Tuesday. We won't have a video on Monday because obviously I will be traveling back. So, see you guys tomorrow at noon Pacific time for our live TLD. See you guys later.